Welcome back to my whiskey pick of the week. You know I'm Eric the Whiskey Guy, and as always, as usual, and as expected. Oh, am I bringing you a treat this week? And this week, I definitely did not disappoint. This week, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be trying Dominique's Wilkins' very own, the highlight reel himself, the Nique's batch bourbon straight from Atlanta, Georgia. I am so excited that I got my hands on this bottle. Literally, I'm excited that I got my hand on this bottle. This bottle feels like a Mitchell and Ness jersey. It's authentic as it can be. And growing up in the 80s and 90s, Dominique Wilkins was by far probably one of my top 5 basketball players of all time. When you think of like, what's the video game, Double Dribble, when he went and dunked and you can pause it and you can make it like a poster, that was Dominique. That wasn't Jordan, that was more Dominique. So I am very excited to try this. This is probably, out of all the bottles that I have collected, accumulated, this is probably the rarest as of now that I got my hands on. The Dominique Wilkins, they only made slightly under 2,000 of these bottles. It's 1,982 to be exact. And the reason they did it, that was the year that he was drafted in the NBA by the Atlanta Falcons. So it is very, very, very rare. So I'm truly excited that I got my hands on it. I need to thank, I got to thank my buddy, Tommy Huger, for facilitating me getting this bottle. I appreciate you. Even me, the whiskey guy, I have a whiskey guy. And that guy is Tommy Huger. We go way back to pretty much the mid 80s. I want to say 84, 85. So we go back when we were little. So I definitely appreciate you. So stay tuned to more videos, but we gonna dive right in. Now, to give you a little bit of backstory on the bottle, it's homegrown in Atlanta. The distillery is called Old Force Distillery. Their claim to fame, and everything that I've seen, they say per the website. So this is going straight off their website. The distillery was the first legitimate distillery since Prohibition. And they started in 2014. So I don't know if it's legal, legit before then, but I guess they finally got their license 10 years ago. So I want to see how it is. This bottle, if you get your hands on it, it's gonna range, the price range gonna be anywhere between 80 to 100. You can probably expect to pay 100 for it because it is an exclusive. It's 105 proof, so it does pack a punch. But what do you expect? It's Dominique. Dominique, his trademark, everything has to go with strength and power when it comes to Dominique Wilkins. So I wouldn't expect anything lower. So 105, that's a good proof. It's actually aged at 8 years. That is great as far as it just sitting and maturing. Like I said in most videos, the average is anywhere between 4 and 7. So it beats that threshold. So on paper, it looks like it's gonna be a banger, but there's only one way to find out. I was trying to compare it to a video that I've done. I can't really compare it to anything just because of the rare bottles that it is, the 105 proof and around 100. So if I had to compare it, I would say it'd probably be the St. Augustine single barrel. The St. Augustine's single barrel, the Total Wine store pick, I believe that was like around $80, $85, and that was very smooth. And I didn't do like a review video on it, but I have done a video on the St. Augustine. So on paper, I will compare it to that. So we're just gonna see how it is. Oh, it smells like some straight bourbon. You can smell the gas in it, so it's already growing on me, and I ain't even take a sip of it yet. Ooh. I kind of taste a little bit of butterscotch in it. It's like a bourbon butterscotch a little bit, but then once it go down, then it's just straight bourbon. But that's the first thing that kind of piqued my nose, was the kind of had a little butterscotch taste. But it's a nice little blend. I definitely like it. It's like one of those ones that I would probably sit back. If I brought this bottle out, this would be a bottle that I'll bring out when I'm hanging out with my brother and his friends, and just let them sit back and talk about the good old days in the 90s, and I can just sit back and enjoy it, because you can't bring up Dominique without bringing up the 90s. So it's definitely a great bourbon to sit back on, listen to some Outkast, and just reminisce. This is definitely a smooth one. It's one that I would highly recommend if you get your hands on it. I'm probably gonna take my time on this one. Hopefully I can get my hands on another one, just so I can have in my collection, because this is a bottle, even when I finish this bottle, I'm probably gonna keep the empty bottle, and hopefully I can have a full one. But this is definitely one that I want to have 20-30 years from now. I can look back and say, wow, one of my favorite basketball players of all time had a bourbon that I like. And it's something that I can relate to. It's something that I see why a lot of people, they are so passionate about some of their brands, because they feel a connection. This one by far would be a connection that I have. It's called Nique's Batch, and it's pretty good. I kind of had a feeling it's gonna be good, because to give it a nickname, it gotta be good. Like if somebody told you, oh, Dominique Wilkins, he got his own whiskey, then you take a sip, you'd be like, oh, this Nique's drink. That's how you know it's good, when you get a nickname right off top. So this is the Dominique Wilkins, the Human Highlight Reel, the Rookie Edition, Limited Edition, 105 proof. This is my pick of the week. I'm gonna just sit back and enjoy it. We're gonna do it all again next week.